I've been doing a few of them, getting people working.
Listen to the sound that you hear, like an echo in your head. There's a strange vibration rising now.
We're bringing a gift for Congressman Moore.
Okay.
These are nearly 1,100 signed petitions from constituents in the 3rd District
Okay.
to audit the Federal Reserve
Excellent.
and to support H.R. 1207,
Sure.
which is the Federal Reserve Transparency Act of 2009. We know that he has taken a position that he does not want that bill passed. We feel that it's imperative that we have an auditing of this agency that's been around since 1913 and nobody's audited it yet.
Actually, I'd like to provide a slight caveat to that. There is an independent agency that does audit the Fed. Here it
And
is.
who is
They
that?
only
They
audit
don't
the
audit-
operational part. They don't operate the money printing
The
part.
FOMC,
The
the FOMC.
Their audits and
They also
audits.
don't
yeah.
audit agreements with foreign countries.
Well, either way, there are links to the full report. I'm sure that you guys are well aware of that.
We are.
Yes.
We are very well
They
aware.
audit the check clearing piece of it, but not the part that.
The part that's important,
They don't audit
the
money.
basic function of the Federal Reserve.
Transfers, but not anything foreign. No agreements between the FOMC, the Federal Open Markets Committee, and foreign governments is touched in any kind of audit.
Okay.
And the reason why is because the Federal Reserve purports to want to have an independence that is, to be honest with you, when you're talking about the monetary policy of this country, is ludicrous.
Okay.
Absolutely ludicrous. There is a provision in the Constitution, Article 1, Section 8, that says only Congress has the ability to coin and print money and to determine the value thereof, not a private agency.
Okay.
And the Federal Reserve is a private agency.
Fair enough.
It needs to be audited.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
we really need Representative Moore to get on board with this. His letter to me was that this was a private organization and we wanted to keep politics out of it. The President of the United States appoints the chairman of the Federal Reserve, so that's very political in itself. That's obvious.
And they have done very poorly with their independence.
Yes.
They've managed to reduce the dollar from when they took over in 1913 by 95% of its value.
Wow.
A nickel equals $1. A nickel of 1913 equals $1
That even
today.
affects you, so
They've
you
done
should
it
get
all.
interested.
I'm certainly.
They've done a very poor job with their independence.
Okay. I'll certainly pass the concerns
you.
along.
Thank
Thank you. I would like to also make the point that this is not a partisan bill. This
It's
is
not.
bipartisan.
Right.
There are lots of Democrats on board with this.
From Bernie
Um,
Sanders and then the
Well,
Senate.
that's in the Senate.
and Dennis
Imagine
Kucinich,
Bernie
all the way
Sanders.
Right.
to,
Right.
I mean,
I've
we've got
seen the list of
across the
posters.
spectrum, this is not a conservative
And it's
issue.
growing. It's 275, 276, I believe, in the House now. So-
18 in the Senate.
Yeah.
This is something
Co-sponsors.
that's going to move.
Yes.
I don't think Dennis Moore would want to be embarrassed about not signing it if it does pass. So we're trying to help him out here, really.
Indeed.
Clue him in.
Well, I'll
Co-sponsor?
leave his policy decisions up to him. Unfortunately, I'm not
Alright.
the congressman.
Right.
Actually, fortunately, I'm not the congressman.
Do you think we could get it? Do you think we could get some kind of formal or informal something response from Dennis Moore on this particular issue? Maybe a video response, so we can get him on the record.
I'm not his policy director. I'm not his chief of staff or legislative.
Could you send that up to him, maybe?
I'm certainly going to do that. When I stick this in a giant envelope, I will certainly pose the question and make sure that I relay to him that that's your concern
Okay,
as well.
sounds good.
And like I said, whatever he decides is what he decides to do. I have very little say over it.
Michael, I just want to thank you for your
No
time.
Right.
Yep,
Sure.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
I'm always happy to hear your concerns and pass them on as accurately as I can. And I do appreciate your civility.
What were you expecting?
I was expecting exactly
I'm a
that.
white hair. How radical can I
It's
get?
fake. You're really a red-haired
We're not
You
professional
color
protesters.
your hair?
No.
We're not professional
No,
protesters.
that'd be God.
And we're just dissatisfied with
Right.
the policy stance. We're not
Sure.
dissatisfied with the person.
Sure.
And we're not
True.
professional protesters.
Indeed.
We want what's best for our country. We want what's best for our children.
Absolutely.
And that's what our concern is.
Absolutely. Well, like I said, I do appreciate the civility and the respect for the office when you come in here. It's really nice to see, and a lot. I'm a lot more likely to be happy and nice about things back.
Sure.
It's
Do
just
you
dealing
have
with
a
people.
lot
So I like it.
of jobs that show up?
We have an increasing number of angry people that come through the office. like to insult.
Well, we might
us
not be so
personally for
nice
things.
next time.
That's what Dennis Moore does.
Dye my hair.
Right.
Spike it.
That's right.
Blue maybe, mohawk.
Mohawk
be.
style, yeah.
Do you
Get
live
some
in
of
the
that
third
gel.
I do. I was
I've got
born,
another petition right here.
born and raised. I'm
Yes, would you like to sign
I'm
on?
not gonna sign it.
You had it.
Good
Oh.
chance.
I don't even call the congressman when I have a problem with him.
Okay.
All right,
Is there anything else?
That's it.
I
I
just tell
think,
him.
I think
Okay.
we've made the point perfectly clear, and I hope that this will get to Dennis Moore.
Oh, this will.
And I hope that it will actually be listened to, which is a problem that I think that, you know, there's a bit of tone deafness right now in Washington,
Sure.
if you know what I'm talking about.
Sure.
And we need to have this heard. And he needs to
Absolutely.
be on board, and he needs to shepherd this through his committee. Because if he's the chair of the federal, of the
Financial
Financial
Committee.
Services Committee, Subcommittee on Oversight and Investigations,
Right.
doesn't that have some jurisdiction over the policies regarding TARP and TALF and FED
Sure.
and the Fed?
Indeed it
That's his
does.
job.
So-
Particular to those programs, Congressman Moore is actively bringing in hearings and the appropriate stakeholders to address concerns
Then
that
he
people
needs-
have with it.
Then
With
he
the money
needs
for
to
this
get on
program.
He needs to get on this.
Yeah, I don't
And ask the
understand.
Government Accountability Office, which is an independent agency outside of Congress,
Right.
to do this independent audit. It is imperative we know where that money's going.
Okay.
It's so important for all of our futures. I mean, every single dollar in our wallet depends on this. You know, whether or not we can
don't
purchase
have any
food in the
dollars in my
future
wallet.
will depend on this.
Thank
All right,
you.
thank you very much.
No problem.
Thank you so much.